The Abode of the Message is a spiritual community housed in the historic Mount Lebanon Shaker village in the Berkshires of upstate New York. The Abode began in 1975 under the direction of Pir Vilayat Inayat Khan, head of the Sufi Order of the West. He and some of his followers wanted a permanent location for the study of Sufism, as well as a supportive atmosphere in which to bring their spiritual ideals into everyday life.
I think that the spiritual community is like a laboratory in the experiment of societies in their search for a way of life where we can find a way of living with each other in the respect of each other rather than with a sense of competition and antagonism.
Enter unhesitatingly, beloved, for in this abode there is naught but my longing for thee.
The name Abode of the Message refers to the Sufi message brought to the West by Pir Vilayat's father, Pir Murshid Inayat Khan, who founded the order in 1911. The basis of Sufism is a respect for all the world's religions, scriptures and prophets. In Pir Murshid's words, Sufism is the religion of the heart, in which the thing of primary importance is to seek God in the heart of mankind.
Then what must I call thee? I must call thee myself.
The essence of this approach is found in the words of the Sufi invocation.
Toward the One, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance.
Sufism respects individual freedom and encourages the unique unfolding of each personality. People from all walks of life are attracted to this path, and this is reflected in the diversity of our community. We have all ages, from infants to mid-70s, individuals, couples, families, enjoying a wide variety of lifestyles. Residents live either in the main Shaker buildings or in smaller houses that the community has built around the property.
The Abode is part of the Mount Lebanon Shaker village, which was the heart of the Shaker movement, comprising 17 communities. The Abode is the only one that still functions as a spiritual community. It comprises 7 historic Shaker buildings, which were constructed between 1830 and 1870. Many of the architectural features are still intact and still utilized by the members of the community.
Among the items that are still in use by the community members are the built-in dressers in the bedrooms, the pegboards and pegs in many of the rooms, the double staircase, which is a hallmark of Shaker architecture in the main house, and the original bell, which has been in continuous use throughout the history of the main house.
We're standing here on the deck of this house that I've been working on for the last 3 years. I moved in about 2 years ago. Prior to that, I'd lived for the last 10 years at the Abode in the various larger buildings. There's been a big change, as you can imagine, in my life living in this environment instead of the community environment. Although I'm still very much active in the community, this gives me a little bit more personal space. My wife and I and her son really felt that we needed a little bit more distance from the community living, and this way I take my meals at the main buildings, and I am still very much in contact with the life there, but yet I can manifest in a way that is more typical to suburban America. It's some beautiful land around here, and I feel very blessed to be able to be here and to experience the accomplishment of being able to create this space and now live in it as well.
While some people are employed at the abode, the majority go out to work in the surrounding area. A broad spectrum of professions are represented, from biologist to goldsmith.
The offices of Omega Publications are located at the Abode. We publish books by Hazrat Inayat Khan and Pir Vilayat Inayat Khan. Plus we distribute a wide variety of books on Sufism to bookstores around the country and in several foreign countries. We also run the Omega Press mail order bookstore from this office, and we manage the bookstore at the Abode of the Message, which currently serves primarily the retreatants and seminar attendees when they come to visit the Abode. The bookstore carries a range of titles on the various spiritual traditions and extends into psychology, mythology, quality literature and poetry, and also music tapes, so that it serves an audience interested in spirituality in a broad sense of the term.
Sacred Spirit Music was started here at the Abode 10 years ago. It's a recording and sales company which specializes in sacred music from all the world's traditions. We have a unique collection of such varied recordings as Russian, African, Tibetan, and many others. Music is very important to us here at the Abode. We even have our own choir. Pir Vilayat himself is a highly trained musician. His father, Hazrat Inayat Khan, was one of the foremost musicians in India.
Everybody contributes volunteer hours towards the upkeep of the abode.
I came to the Abode as a really a wonderful place to retire, and I have to say that I haven't been able to retire because it's so nice to be needed, to volunteer for all of the projects and to fill in where an extra hand is needed. And I'm the resident nurse, but everybody's so healthy that I don't get called on very much for that. But I've never been sorry. I've come here after 6 years. I still have all of the gratefulness to have a place like this to live where you're never lonely, always someone to have dinner with or go to a concert or a show, and yet a place to be private and to meditate and be quiet when you want it. Here at the Abode, even if I'm cleaning a bathroom or waxing a floor, I feel as if I'm spreading the message, and that's a good feeling.
The Abode is a kind of focus for a lot of people, even if they're not living here, even if they don't even come to the meetings of the retreats that I organize. The feeling there is a home there.
Welcome to the Abode kitchen. This kitchen is basically the same as when the Shakers were here. We have nice wooden tables to cut on, and our dining room next door feeds 60 people a day, including children. We serve 3 meals a day, predominantly with vegetarian food, and we're striving to have all organic produce. We have a system where every person gives 3 hours a week of helping to cook or clean. We have quite talented cooks here. And also the kitchen is a very central place. It's where everybody comes to make their tea and their snacks. In the evening, you'll see people sitting around and conversing. It's a wonderful way of interfacing with new people who come here. The kitchen is the place to go. Also, the meals are a way of the whole community coming together, to be together. And I would consider it's the heart of the community.
We're standing on the Abode farm, which is somewhere around 6 to 8 acres of land, most of which has been farmed since the Abode was founded about 17 years ago. We are organic in our methods, and I'd say we're somewhat progressive in the way we approach growing food for the community. During the summer months, this farm will provide just about all the vegetable needs for the community. We have a small solar greenhouse, and we've been in there since mid-March this year with as many as 180 flats of everything: lettuce, Chinese greens, onions, leeks, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and that goes on for quite a while. Working on the land is very important to me. I would say the condition of the planet at this moment seems to be calling to some people to reconnect and to maybe rediscover or possibly even develop a new awareness about what humankind's relationship with land and the planet is. And I feel like this work is just, to me, it's a basic communication with myself.
One of our ideals is to harmonize with the forces of nature. We wish to preserve parts of our land as a sanctuary for wildlife, as well as to find quiet places for individual communion with nature. The herb garden is one of my favorite places. It's a delightful place just to come and sit, as well as lending itself to group activities like an open-air classroom. Both the farm and the herb garden offer an opportunity to get our hands in the earth, which is a wonderful balance for those of us who work in offices.
It's really a wonderful place to find peace. I can come down to a pond and go for a canoe ride or go for a swim, and it really fills me up with a feeling of fullness that I haven't found in the cities. And you can hear the woodpeckers in the distance and the frogs croaking. And that means a lot to me in this part of my life.
There is a spiritual home here. Maybe people are still doing their jobs and living their lives in different areas, but they have a feeling, well, there is a family here. And that is something that was very strong in the teaching of Pir Murshid Inayat Khan.
The people who live at the Abode share in the responsibility for the day-to-day running of the community. We are seeking to maintain a balance between our individual freedom and the collective needs of the group. Everybody takes a turn in cooking or cleaning in the kitchen, and one Saturday a month we all come together to work on community projects. There are various committees formed to help different aspects of our life here to run more smoothly. Decisions are brought to a monthly family meeting where we discuss issues that may range from budgeting to whether or not we should feed the ducks.
One of the many ways that people come to the Abode community is through the retreat program. We have individual retreats in specialized retreat huts guided by experienced retreat guides. Another way that people come to the community is through our work exchange program. They can stay here up to 3 months, experiencing and bringing their skills with them. And people just come to enjoy the land, enjoy the community, and enjoy the beauty that's here.
The particular quality of the Abode is the feeling that it is the home for the outreach, not just for the family, but the outreach.
The outreach arm of the Abode is known as Aegis. We present a wide variety of programs ranging from retreats to concerts, including different seminars and workshops. Most events take place up here in the large tent during the summer at our mountain campsite. Our biggest event tends to be retreats led by Pir Vilayat, who's head of the Sufi order and founder of the Abode community. We can accommodate about 150 people here at the campsite in tents, cabins, and retreat huts. And in keeping with the Sufi approach, our events draw from a broad spectrum of spiritual and cultural traditions and backgrounds. Jewish mysticism, sacred dance, Oriental healing arts, to name but a few. We find that many people come back to recharge in the retreat atmosphere of the camp. And we also find that occasionally a number of people come back to live in the community.
There are those who come and stay for some time and leave, replenished with a new energy, and they're able to face life with, in a new way and with a new insight. And then there are those who stay for much longer, and perhaps even the permanent core of the Abode, which is represented by people who are really dedicated to its purpose and are glad to transmit its purpose to those who come in a temporary fashion.
My vision of the Abode is the same vision I had from the first time I came on the property before we bought it. It would be a university of Sufism, that people would come from all over the world to study here.
The spiritual life of the community is really the cornerstone of the Abode. Sufism as we understand it, or Sufi teachings as we understand them, are the eternal search for wisdom, for truth, for meaning, not bound by a particular religious tradition. At the Abode, there are classes during the evening of the weeknights. There are prayers 3 times a day. There are individual guided retreats which most members of the community participate in. There are healing services twice a week. And every Sunday morning, there's a universal worship service which draws in a large number of people from the surrounding area. In that service, on one altar, we light candles for many of the world's religious traditions to celebrate the unity of religious ideals. The vibrancy of the community is really its spiritual life, and is the main reason people are drawn to the Abode.
Mountain Road School has been a part of the Abode since the very beginning. This year we have 45 children, preschool through 4th grade, who come both from the Abode community and the surrounding area. Next year, we'll be adding a 5th and 6th grade at the parents' request. Living at the Abode is a wonderful opportunity for children, I feel. It's a wonderful place to grow up. Besides having all of the beautiful land to play in, they have the opportunity to really make connections with a wide variety of people, to make friends with people of all ages. And when our children leave Mountain Road School and go to school in the surrounding community, the teachers have commented on the self-reliance and self-confidence that the Abode children display. I really enjoy having the children around. I think they bring a joy and enthusiasm to life that is very precious. And I think that children, for myself, children remind me of my spiritual connection. The children are a very special part of our community.
Tis a gift to be simple, tis a gift to be free, tis a gift to come down where we all could be. And when we have come down to the place just right, we will be in the valley of love and delight. When the true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we shall not be ashamed. To turn and to turn, it will be our delight, till by turning and turning we come round right. Tis a gift to be simple, tis a gift to be free, tis a gift to come down where we all could be. And when we have come down to the place just right, we will be in the valley of love and delight.
Let the heavens be reflected on the earth, Lord, that earth may turn into heaven.